Joshua 18. Divisions of the rest of the land. The whole assembly of the Israelites gathered at Shiloh and set up the tent of meeting there. The country was brought under the control, but there were still 7 Israelite tribes who had not yet received their inheritance. So Joshua said to the Israelites, "How long will you wait before you begin to take possession of the land that the Lord, the God of your ancestors, has given you? Appoint 3 men from each tribe. I will send them out of the survey of the land and to write a description of it according to the inheritance of each. Then they will return to me. You are to divide this land into 7 parts. Judah is to remain in its territory on the south, and the tribes of the Joseph in the territory of the north. After you have written descriptions of the 7 parts of the land, bring them here to me, and I will cast lots for you in the presence of the Lord our God. The Levites, however, do not get a promotion among you, because the priestly service of the Lord is their inheritance. And Gad, Reuben, and the half tribe of Manasseh have already received their inheritance on the east side of the Jordan. Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave it to them." As the men started on their way to map out the land, Joshua instructed them, "Go and make a survey of the land and write a description of it. Then return to me, and I will cast lots for you here as Shiloh in the presence of the Lord." So the men left and went through the land. They wrote in the description on the scroll, town by town, in the 7 parts, and returned to Joshua in the camp of Shiloh. Joshua then cast lots for them in Shiloh in the presence of the Lord, and then there he distributed the land to the Israelites according to their tribal divisions, autonomy for Benjamin. Then the first lot came up for the tribe of the Benjamin according to its clan. Their allotted territory lay between the tribes of Judah and Joseph. On the north side, their boundary began at the Jordan, passed the northern slope of Jericho, and headed west into the hill country. Coming out at the wilderness of Beth Aven, from there it crossed to the south slope of the Luz. This is Bethel, and went down to Adaroth, Adar on the hill south of lower Beth Horon. From the hill facing Beth Horon on the south of the boundary came out at Kirath Baal, a town of the people of Judah. This was the first western side. The southern side began at the outskirts of Kirath Jearim on the west, and the boundary came out at the spring of the waters on Nephatoh. The boundary went down to the foot of the hill facing the valley of Ben Himnon. North of the valley of Rephaim, it continued down the Himnon valley along the southern slope of the Jebusite city, and so to Engro, and then curved north, went and in Shemesh, continued to Galath, and which faces the path of Adaminin, and ran down to the stone of Bohath, son of Reuben. It continued on the northern slope of Beth Arabah, and went down into the Arabah, and then it went into the northern slope of Beth Hoglah, and came out at the northern bay of the Dead Sea, at the mouth of the Jordan in the south. This was the southern boundary. The Jordan formed the boundary on the eastern side. These were the boundaries that marked out the inheritance of the clans of Benjamin on all sides. The tribe of Benjamin, according to its clans, had the following towns: Jericho, Beth Hoglah, Emek, Keziz, Beth Arabah, Zermaram, Bethel, Avivim, Parah, Ophrah, Kephar, Ammoni, Ufni, and Geba, 12 towns and their villages. Gibeon, Ramah, Beroth, Mizpah, Kefrath, Mozah, Rechem, Erpel, Taralah, Zelah, Halaf, this Jebusite city. This is Jerusalem, Gibeah, and Kerath, 14 towns and their villages. This was the inheritance of Benjamin for its clans. Joshua 19. Allotment for Simon. The second lot came out for the tribe of Simon according to its clans. Their inheritance lay within the territory of Judah. It included Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar, Shoal, Bala, Ezem, El Tolad, Bethul, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Maraboth, Hazar, Suzzah, Beth Laboath, and Sharuhun, 13 towns and their villages. Ain, Rimmon, Thur, and Ashan, 4 towns and their villages, and all the villages around these towns as far as Bala Bir. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the Semonites according to its clans. The inheritance of the Semonites was taken from the share of Judah because Judah's portions was more than they needed. So the Semonites received their inheritance within the territory of Judah. Autonomy for Zebulun. The third lot came up for Zebulun according to its clans. The boundary of their inheritance went as far as Zared. Going west, it ran to Maralah, touched Dabaseth, and extended to the ravine near. It turned east from the Zared toward the sunrise of the territory of Kisloth Tabor, and went up to the Deberath and up to Japhia. Then it continued eastward to Gath Hefer and Eth Kazin. It came out at Rimmon and turned toward Neam. There the boundary went around on the north to Hanazoth and ended at the valley of Iphatah-el. Included were Katath Nachalala, Shimron, Idalah, and Bethlehem. These were the 12 towns and their villages. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of Zebulun according to its clans. A tournament for Issachar. The 4 lot came out of Issachar according to its clans. Their territory included Jezreel, Kislah, Shumin, Ephraim, Shihon, and Arath. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Issachar according to its clans. A tournament for Asher. The 5th lot came for his tribe of Asher according to its clans. Then a tournament for Naphtali. The 6th lot came out of Naphtali according to its clans. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Naphtali according to its clans. A tournament for Dan, and then the 7th lot came out for the tribe of Dan according to its clans. When the territory of the Danites was lost to them, they went up and attacked Eletha, took it, put it on the sword, occupied it. They settled in Lashem and named Dan after their ancestors. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Dan according to its clans. A tournament for Joshua. When they had finished dividing the land in its allotted portions, the Israelites gave Joshua son of Nun as an inheritance among them. As the Lord had commanded, they gave the town he asked for Timnah Serah in the hill country of Ephraim, and he built up the town and settled there. These are the territories that the Elzar, the priest Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the tribal clans of Israel signed at the entrance to the tent of meeting, and so they finished dividing the land. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Happening to me inside my head, it don't. But if I could be a remedy, you're an antidote. Want you to talk to me and see if I'm the only one. I can churning out the water from the water gun. You got me done shit, cause they think you better than me. Cause you're singing that song like you're meant to be. I don't wanna fall down, are you following? Are you following me?